Hi, it's Mr. Burke here. I'm just going to take you through a couple of introductory exercises regarding quadratic equations, which is a new subject we're starting. So on your screen here we have a simple rule, well, it's fairly simple, for classifying equations. We already know about linear equations, and we want to know how to classify an equation as quadratic if it's not linear, and then we'll classify all the others as just other. So the way we do this is that we look at the highest power of the pronumeral or pronumerals in the equation. For example, here we have x to the power of 3. So the simple rule is if the highest power is 1, which is just, for example, x, so as you know we don't write x to the power of 1 as x, so it's just assumed, then we have, in this example, that's called a linear equation, and you've been dealing with linear equations for quite a while now, so you should be a bit more comfortable with that idea. Alright, the second, and of course it has a 2 in it, the second kind of equation, the one that we're really interested in for the next few lessons, is the quadratic equation. And the simple rule is if the highest power of the pronumeral in the equation is a 2, so you see an x squared for example, then it's quadratic. That's the most important thing to remember. And finally, if it's not 1 or 2, then say if it's 3, as in this example, 2x cubed minus x squared minus 1 equals y, then the highest power is 3, which is not 1 or 2, so we just call it an other kind of equation. So just put the video on pause so that you can stop the video and just write those rules down. Okay, we're back live, so let's get you to go and do some exercises in your textbook in a minute. But first, just a couple of things. Before you're classifying an equation, you may need to expand what you see to remove any grouping symbols, collect like terms. For example, if you have 2x and 3x, then you sum it up on the same side, if it is on the same side, into 5x. And then if there are fractions, you won't be seeing too many of those, but you might find some in the harder questions. Find the common denominator as usual. Okay, so those are again the things that you need to remember. You might want to write those down in your notebook and go and try some of these exercises that you see on the screen here.